Hello there, and welcome back to today's simulation news for December this month. Yes, it's been a while. It's been 3 months now, hasn't it? So we've got a lot of stuff. I've got a lot of backlog to get through. So here we have the top highlights for this month. Hokku, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, Life is an upcoming simulation game which is definitely not styled after the immensely popular Animal Crossing series. Hokku Life is set in the small rural town, fittingly named, funnily enough, Hokku. Once you arrive into this fantastical little world armed with your hammer and your set of paints apparently, you'll be able to design and style as you wish to make a place which you and only you can call home in this virtual little world. Hokku World allows you to dig, chop, and more to collect and create resources. From these resources, you'll be able to craft a wide array of items and hardware to work towards building your own little world. The game features a Planet Coaster style zoo Tycoon style design system to create items and really create and customize the perfect little world for yourself. On top of this, you can create your own little farm with many vegetables and fruit plants, or if you'd rather, you can fish for sustenance instead. Overall, this has the makings of what could be an amazing little game, which I think everyone who definitely people who have like a Nintendo Switch or something should definitely keep their eyes on, as this will be a more customizable PC version of the game. Well, given the time, I guess, the festive time that we're in, I thought I would go for the festive spirit. We have Drunk Santa Simulator, indulging, as you say, in the Christmas festivities for a while. We have Drunk Santa Simulator. Drunk Santa Simulator allows you to play the role of Santa, funnily enough. I mean, you'll get to order around elves, getting them to construct and package all the gifts that children need before Christmas. You'll have to make sure, however, that they're properly supplied with an assortment of alcoholic beverages. Very child-friendly this is, helping them work faster, somehow, apparently. Don't really understand that one, to be very honest. Once all the presents are finished, you'll have to deliver them, of course, riding your sleigh and meeting objectives as you sneak into houses unseen to deliver the Christmas cheer, drinks included, of course. There really is a lot of vodka in the game. A worrying amount of vodka. I really think he needs to get some sort of therapy, to be honest. All in all, if you've ever wanted to be a drunken Santa, ambling around, lost, confused, and maybe slightly depressed, then this is the game for you. Drunk Santa really is a metaphor for 2020, isn't it? What a year. Office Simulator is yet another garage to riches game. I mean, we've got a lot of them now. Game dev Tycoon made it popular, now everyone is jumping on the bandwagon. This is, of course, a game where your aim is to create, funnily enough, a small startup and ensure you don't run into any of issues as you go about your creation, really. As you create your products, nurture your staff base, and ensure that you keep your balance in the positive to avoid shutdown enforced by the bank. The game released in late November to mixed reviews, with many citing that for its cheap price of £2, which, you know, pretty fair, that the game was good enough. However, many did not like how basic and simple the game was in its actual gameplay. The game is available on Steam now for £2 in the UK. The hotly anticipated SimCasino was released into early access this month to very positive reviews on Steam. The game, which is developed by the same developers behind Sim Airport, allows you to create and manage your very own casino franchise. In SimCasino, you will have control over the construction of your casino. Build cheap, no-frills casinos or expensive and lavish casinos instead. You have the ability to choose from a wide selection of lavish or cheap decorations, coverings, paints, papers, and objects. But owning a casino is not just about placing some cool tables and chairs and painting the walls in some fancy, paints and papers. No, you'll have to make sure you keep criminals, thieves, and of course cheaters in check, ensuring the odds that you set not only prevent malpractice, but they also bring legitimate customers enjoyment for, them giving you their money, essentially. SimCasino, however, can be found for $19.49 on Steam in the UK, and as I said, it released to very positive reviews on Steam, which is a very good sign going forward. On November 13th, we saw the release of Anime Studio Tycoon to mixed reviews here on Steam, with complaints surrounding the game's insurmountable amount of bugs, while some did say that the core gameplay and the concept there was very sound. For those unaware, anime studio Tycoon allows you to create your very own animes, allowing you to essentially micromanage the entire process from the original concept to the end production and release. As you create more and more anime, you will be able to hire more and more talent into your company to create a higher quality production for your viewers. As you find what makes you successful, you'll be able to make TV series and blockbuster movies from your, essentially comic book concepts, going from a tiny animation studio to a booming business. The game can be found on Steam for £7 and 19 here in the UK. Of course, that'll be whatever that is in your respective currencies. MSI Simulator is another in-person simulation game coming this 2021. It places you in the position as the IT admin of an office. You'll have to go through the day-to-day grind, essentially, of answering questions, fixing computer problems, and much more. The game includes a fair amount of detail with the need for breaking down computers and systems such as printers and other hardware in order to fix problem components and clean out or maintain them too. Alongside this, you'll have to tend to server issues, ensure that the running of all back-end operations for the business are continuing. If you fail, you could halt the productivity of every single member of staff in that company, which could have serious financial ramifications not just for the company, but for you and your job security. The game has a TBA release date. Foodtruck Simulator says you play the role of a startup food truck owner. You start off at your desk job, sitting through a boring meeting, when suddenly you decide to quit and throw your life into renovating an old food truck with the hope of becoming the next big hit in the roadside food world, apparently. As you clean up this old truck and rebuild it into a clean and modern establishment, you'll need to think about what you're going to go and, set up with your shop. Choosing the right spot will be key, as different city areas have different tastes when it comes to their food. As you grow and expand, you'll need to upgrade your food truck and maybe even buy newer and bigger trucks to fuel your popularity and demand. All the while, you cook for customers, learning not only what they like, but also learning new recipes to create. Foodtruck Simulator seems to be fairly in-depth, which is terrific for anyone really wanting to dive into this kind of game, and it hopes to release in 2021. Over my time away, we saw the full release of Chef, the restaurant tycoon management game, after an 18-month period in early access. Jeez. While the official 1.0 update did not really add much to the game, with only some minor fixes and optimizations being implemented, the game has still received since release localizations for Russian, Italian, French, Portuguese, and Polish. Chef, as you can expect, allows you to manage your own restaurant, seeing you build not only the kitchen and eating areas, but allows you to craft your own menus and manage staff, entering a never-ending cycle which sees you expand your offerings, increase quality, and optimize efficiency until you are the very best around. All in all, Chef offers the most complete restaurant tycoon experience around and can be found on Steam for £15 and 50 here in the UK. Rising Star 2 was recently released on Steam to very positive reviews. Many complained about a lack of depth and a bizarre UI, while many complimented the game's core simulation and management gameplay mechanics and how enjoyable they seemed to be. For those unaware, in Rising Star 2, you'll start off as a rookie musician, where you'll have to create your own band or join another. From here, you'll write songs, craft set lists, and get familiar with your local clubbing scene. Your goal will always be to grow your fame and popularity and garner yourself managers, producers, and record deals alongside product endorsements and much more. You'll be able to customize your band with clothing, hairstyles, new equipment, and even cool vans to travel around the country. As you get more fame, you can go on tour around the world, making millions and spending it on luxury homes. Drugs as well, if the movies are anything to go by, I guess. Overcrowd releases its 1.0 build, making the moment the game moved from early access into full release on Steam. This marked a big moment for the game after 5 years of continual development and 346 different builds released on Steam. This new build of the game added 45 new in-game achievements alongside a series of new fixes and tweaks to fine-tune and optimize the game. Some of the other features added were 48 new types of AI commuters, a new array of staff uniforms, a hot map to show where reputation is being lost, the most 2 new train liveries, and finally pigeons were added to the game, because it's a very important part of the London kind of aesthetic, really, isn't it? All in all, Overcrowd has become a very nice, fully featured game, one of the best in the area as of now. Overcrowd is available as well right now on Steam for £14.99. Next, we have the in-development YERBA Tycoon. YERBA recently had its Steam page released, which features more information and further gameplay footage. To be honest, I had to look up what this YERBA is. Apparently, it's some kind of traditional caffeine-infused drink. Anyways, YERBA Tycoon will see you operate a shop specializing in this business segment, creating various mixes of this stuff in order to sell it to consumers with the highest profit possible. The game allows you to make your own version of this drink. You can choose from a selection of 156 additives and ingredients to create your own customized and superior version of YERBA. Of course, a tycoon is not just about production management. No, you'll have to ensure that you manage your new company, its finances, staff, production line, and the public's view of your company as well. YERBA is one of the only new Tycoon games with what, in my opinion, is an original and new concept out there. So I highly recommend you add this one to your list of things to keep an eye on. YERBA has a 2021 Q1 prospective release date at this time, so let's hope it meets that release. And, well, that was that. That's us done for this month. If you've got anything you thought we missed out, or anything that you think should be in the next episode, then be sure to put that below. But for now, thank you for watching, and cheerio.